What's up, Scorpio? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay, guys, so this is your April love reading. So let's see what's going on. And this is going to be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. It is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with 100% of people, but should cover most of you, okay? So let's see what's going on in the love life of Scorpio. At the end of this, guys, I will pull some advice cards for singles, and then I will pull some for couples, and then if you guys want a personal reading at the end of the video, I'll talk about how you can get one of those, okay? Alright, so let's see what's going on with the lovely sign of Scorpio. What is going on with the sign of Scorpio? April 2018 for love. Alright, guys. Alright, so the energy that we have here, guys, is the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So there's definitely going to be some things coming to light this month. Alright, if you guys are doing any foul play, it's definitely coming out. If your partner's doing any of that, it's definitely coming out. But with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, there's going to be a sense of not seeing eye to eye with the person, not being able to build with the person, maybe not being as appreciated as you should by a person. Alright, so it's asking, just go with the flow here. And don't try to push anyone too much because, with the King of Pentacles in the reverse behind here, whether it's your feelings towards a person or their feelings towards you, there's someone here that is just not as emotionally invested in a person as that person may be in them. So if you feel like you're exerting way too much energy, just reserve that energy and keep it to yourself, and, don't waste it on someone who might not be reciprocating your feelings. So let's get into this, guys. The first card in your path is the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So if there's any sort of harsh ending that you went through, this is you finally getting over it. This is you haven't gone through the worst that you could have with a person or in a situation. Okay, and we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So things may have taken an unexpected bad turn where you felt like there was bad luck attached to a situation and you let someone go. There's something that you fell out of. Okay, with the Four of Wands in the reverse, it was just something that was extremely unstable. So with the Judgment card up right here, you made the right call by moving away from this. Whether it was your call or not, it was the right one. Why is this Judgment card here? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Alright, so something in your past was clearly a waste of time and effort. Alright, and with the Nine of Pentacles, this is you becoming single, or, just deciding that being alone is probably better in this case. Okay, you're avoiding a lot of problems by doing so. The World card, something has to end here. Alright, with the Chariot as the last card for the past, it was just something that things were happening way too fast and you had no control over this. And you have the Hierophant. So, the Hierophant, I love this card because it's a confirmation not only that the universe is on their side, but this was something that we had to go through. A lot of the times we can get ourselves into unnecessary shit, simply because we're not listening to our intuition. But this was necessary shit, believe it or not, that you guys had to go through. It was someone that you had to deal with. There was something that had to be learned from this. So it wasn't for nothing. This is something that the universe put on your path because there was something that you had to learn from it. Okay? Lovers card in the reverse, and that's it. That's what they were for. They were for the lesson, and then that's, letting it go. Now, because of you letting this go, with the Ace of Pentacles, there could be a new start coming in. And in regards to love, when it comes to longevity, the Ace of Pentacles is my favorite sort of start because you're going to start something slowly. You're going to build a strong foundation for it. And then you're going to have something that has that solid foundation, that has the potential to really last a long time. Now, in your present moment, you guys have the Queen of Pentacles. So this could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that's very important in your life. Okay, or you being in a place where you're willing to give your all to someone, you're willing to, be by their bedside if they're sick, cook meals from scratch, really just, tell them, hey, is there anything that you need? Like, what can I do to make both of our lives easier? Okay. And with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, there's something coming in that if there's any sense of loss or rejection that you're feeling, it's subsiding and you're healing from that. All right, the Moon card. So the Moon card could be about secrets that come out, but in this case, it's clarity. All right, you're understanding why certain things had to happen. And, most people will say that this is just secrets coming out. But the Moon card, I also see it as that streak of light when everything else is dark. The moon is still very bright. The moon is still going to illuminate on a lot of things. And I think the moon is more powerful in a sense of us knowing ourselves, knowing our soul, knowing what we need, because it takes a lot of hardship to truly understand yourself. Okay, you're not going to change for the better if there's nothing that challenges you to change. So you guys are challenged to change, and now you have a deeper and more soulful understanding of why you went through what you had to go through. All right, Knight of Swords in the reverse, there's just too much recklessness with this. And yes, it broke your heart, but a broken heart can teach you so much about yourself. All right, or maybe you broke someone else's heart, but either way, there's clarity happening here. Seven of Swords in the reverse. So secrets that come to light, a disappointment that you feel, whether it was your secret, someone else's secret, or collective amount of secrets, but it's bringing you strength, it's bringing you resiliency, it's teaching you how to deal with the adversities that are going to come to you when it comes to love, and it's putting you in a place where you can handle this new start that you're having. Okay, so there's a greater purpose behind all of this. The last card that you have for the present moment, Nine of Swords in the reverse. Any sense of worry, anxiety, stress that you're feeling, it's just like you suddenly release that. Okay, you remember how to breathe again. You stop taking shallow breaths and, really breathe in deeply now. And you have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So you're not worried. You're realizing that this was a situation. Maybe you weren't that invested in it, or maybe there was someone that you were dealing with that was not that invested in a situation. But you're learning to not even worry about it anymore, okay? Because of something new that comes in. This Ace of Pentacles keeps wanting to show up. For some of you, maybe it's going to be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius that comes in with the Queen of Wands. But there's definitely a strong new start that comes in for you guys. So we have the Empress card for the first card in the future. So this is the Goddess of Fertility. So someone new that's coming in. A new start that's going to feel very good for you. Page of Cups, someone that you're really going to want to talk to. And with the Page of Cups, that's where you're going to start. You're not going to jump into things too quickly. You're going to get to know the person. You're going to get to see where their head is at. All right? You're going to take your time with this. And you're going to take your time because of what was not working. Okay? Because there's still going to be a sense of imbalance that you feel within yourself. But you're still going to slowly open yourself up to something new that's coming in. And with the World card, yes, it means that there's something that is ending, but at the same time, it's also showing that the next chapter in your life is going to be amazing. It's going to be something that really makes you feel good, okay? Again, King of Wands. So a lot of you could be going towards a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, someone that you're going to be very passionate about, someone that the sex is probably going to be bomb, okay? But that very fiery, lustful, sexual energy. Now we have the Fool card in the reverse, so let's see why that's popping up here. Okay. So it's funny because you have something new coming into your life. With the Two of Cups here, this could actually be a soulmate, okay? This could be someone that you have a very strong connection to. I was trying to get clues, and I'm looking at the bottom of the deck, and it's showing that at the time that you meet this new thing, someone from the past is going to come back to you at a time where you start feeling very good about yourself, okay? And they're going to want to build with you, but you're going to stay very guarded towards that, and you're going to leave them in the past and be very sure of it. Okay, so it's like they're going to ask you, hey, do you want to, and you're just going to cut them off and say, no, I don't. I don't want to do anything, all right? And, there could be that moment of indecision with the Two of Swords where it's like, oh, damn, I was so hurt about this person. So should I go back to them for this second, or should I move forward? And you're going to choose, with the Tower card in the reverse, to avoid this catastrophe. Seven of Wands in the reverse, you really give up. So at a time where it's like you're moving into a soulmate, you're moving into something that's going to be strong for you, some trouble, a path that you know should not be taken is going to come into your life. So the tables really turn here. All right. So there's someone that might have had you messed up, or, you know, all of this could be transferable. So it could be you doing this to someone, someone doing it to you. But someone gets really messed up in the situation. And then moving forward, the tables really turn. They start to feel very good and powerful. And then the person from the past wants to come back in, but it's too late. Okay. The last card that we have for the future is the Eight of Wands. So that's talking, that's working with someone, that's communication, that's reciprocation. We have the Magician in the reverse. So something that you choose not to move forward with and manifest. Okay. And we have the King of Cups in the reverse. So in this case, guys, you really have to be careful here. All right. Because you're going to have someone from the past that tries to manipulate you. Now, because there's two ways that this could go. You can avoid the past, know that it's not a good idea, and you can move forward. Okay, so you can really preserve this new love that is coming into your life, or this new stage that's coming into your life. But if you choose to go back to the past, you know, this information will come out. All right, the secret will be exposed, and you're going to be very unhappy. So you have something coming in that's going to be good for you, and then it's like right away the universe is going to test you and say, are you ready for this good, or are you still weak? Are you going to go back to the person who's going to ruin everything for you? Okay, so just make sure you have all the information, because with the Hermit card in the reverse, this is someone jumping into something not knowing all the facts, and because of that you would cause a fallout that you have with something that could be a soulmate, someone that's supposed to be in your life, and there's going to be a lot of burden here. Okay, so you guys have to really play it smart, because at one certain point, it's like you might not have control of anything. But then when you finally gain control, the fact that you have that control over both parties, you know, you're really going to be tested. But definitely not a month to, you know, step to the side in a relationship. You really have to stick with your partner and the person you know that's going to be good for you. But let's get some cards for Scorpio singles. And let's see what the deck wants to advise you. All right. So King of Swords in the reverse, you guys are dealing with someone, whether it's you or this other person, someone that's very selfish, someone that can be manipulative, abusive, just self-seeking, and they're only worried about themselves. Okay, and it could have been someone that you're very close to, but there are secrets here. There's arguments and a sense of betrayal. Okay, a harsh ending that's happening. It could be to, you know, for promiscuous reasons, but right now, whatever was hurting you or whatever was not working for you, Queen of Swords, time to cut it out. Because you're cutting it out, new love is coming in. You're going to build it slowly. You're going to take your time to really set that foundation. But you're going to be very passionate about this. All right? So whoever you're walking away from, they have to go. All right. So let's see what's going on with Scorpio couples. Ooh. Alright, let's see what these cards are. Let's go one more card for you guys. Alright, let's get you one more card here. Okay. So, very clear, guys. You know, there's something here where you have to just release. You have to learn how to go with the flow. And with you going with the flow, you know, the main thing is to not overexert yourself. So where do you feel like you're putting a lot of effort into? If you completely stopped putting effort into people, who would still be in your life? those who would leave because you stop chasing them and stop, holding on and grabbing onto their leg, if they're going to go, that's who you have to let go of. All right, because there's something here that's very unstable that you're going to give up on because things take a bad turn. So the fact that things take a bad turn, you end up putting someone in the past because there's too much conflict. Somebody here was being fake and dishonest. But what does it lead to? It leads to happiness. It leads to a new start. It leads to justice. Okay? Things evening out on your part. But this is only going to happen if you reject someone that you know needs to be rejected. All right? So you're going to leave someone out in the cold, or maybe someone has to do this to you, but regardless of how this is happening, it's going to lead to happiness. It's just something that has to be dropped, or maybe an aspect of your relationship that has to be dropped. It doesn't necessarily have to be the person, but if there's been bad habits or, just doing things that maybe your partner didn't like that was causing problems, this is you reassessing, changing things in order to move forward in a more solid way. So, yeah, something or someone has to be rejected here. Something that you know at the core of your heart it has to be let go of. And with the Eight of Wands, once that happens, things start working for you in your favor. And I'm sorry for this little glare thing, guys. It's my blinds. But, yeah, there's something here that you know you have to let go of. You know it's not working for you. And, once you let this go, that's when everything just works out for you. That's when you become a lot more happier. All right? So it's simple, guys. You know what you need to do. So with Scorpios, the table's turning. There's something that you have to release, but you already know in your heart what needs to be released. All right? So I am going to come out with your mid-month readings very soon, guys. So if you guys do need personal readings, just keep in mind from the 19th to the 25th, I will be visiting some family and friends in New York, and I always say I'm going to work when I'm out there, but my friends are lit, so I can't promise that I'm going to be working as often as I usually do. So if you guys do get readings, 2 or 3 days delayed, please just give me time. But I'll be back home in about 5-6 days, so I should be able to catch up and not really be delayed with anything. But just keep in mind, just in case it takes 26 hours to get out a question that, I say it takes 24 hours. But in order to get a personal reading, you can go to my website, highvibrationswithliz.com, or if you guys are iPhone users and you want to call or text me, I have an app called InstantGo. Now, I'm most likely not going to be taking InstantGo calls, but you guys can call me, and when I am available throughout the next week, after the 25th, I will let you know when I'm available. And if I'm available while on vacation, I'll definitely let you know so that I can give you a call or you can give me a call. But other than that, guys, anything that you need, I'm here. If you guys ask questions, you do get it within 24 hours. So please keep that in mind. But Scorpio, I love you guys. You guys got this. And let's see how things continue forward with your mid-month readings. All right. Take care, guys.